be honestly a very casual video. I wasn't planning filming anything, but I just got to my 36-week doctor's appointment that I'm about to head into. I had my camera in my bag, and it's just really weighing heavily on my mind because a lot of you have been messaging me, asking me how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and I just want to share it all. If you're going through the same thing, giving birth, being pregnant right now during this pandemic and being in self-isolation, it's a scary time. That's just the reality of it. I've been having extreme anxiety. I have a list of questions I want to ask my doctor. So before I go in depth and share with you guys everything that's been going on personally with me, I just want to get some more information so I can share with you. Excuse my wet head. I literally jumped out the shower before I came here. But yeah, I want to be a little more informed, have some more information to give you guys, and then explain just real life exactly what I've been feeling, what I've been going through these past couple of weeks. And I'll check back when I come out. I am going to put my mask on because it's better to be safe than sorry. But being pregnant right now, it's a scary time. So protect yourselves, be safe out there, and like I said, I will check in with you guys when I come out. I feel so much better after this appointment, like a sense of relief, like I could relax a little bit more. So let me just backtrack to March 17th was the last time I actually left my house, and that was for my 35-week appointment. Today is, what's today's date? Today is March 30th, and this was for my 36-week doctor's appointment. So I had to get swabbed, check if I'm dilated, all of that. One, I think I'm really happy because I just got some good news. We are 1 centimeter dilated and 50% effaced. So he said baby is definitely going to be coming early. We hope, of course, for the baby to at least stay until 37 weeks, which he thinks is likely since I'm only 1 centimeter. If you've been following me, you know that I was possibly going to be induced because of the size of the baby. The baby is already 6.5 pounds right now and head down, so definitely ready for labor and delivery so I can proceed with a vaginal delivery as I did with Mila. We're going to try and avoid it to be as traumatic as it was. For all of you asking how I've been doing, this past week has been one of the hardest weeks in this pregnancy. The amount of fear I have felt, the amount of anxiety, like I said, I was having so bad. This is the first day just coming out of the doctor's office right now that I could feel like I could finally just breathe and have a sigh of relief. I appreciate everyone reaching out and just how I really am thankful for you guys caring about me and caring about my family and this baby. But things haven't been easy. You know, I haven't been so active on Instagram and all of that. And that's just because I didn't know what to say. I was crying every single day. I almost had a panic attack just 2 nights ago. And I know all that stress and stuff is not good on the baby. But if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a post that I did, I want to say probably 6-7 days ago, when I first heard that New York City made a rule in some of the hospitals where the birth mothers were going to have to deliver their babies alone. So New York is just literally a 40-minute drive for me. So the likelihood of New Jersey, which is where I live, implementing that rule was very high. My doctors were already warning me. My hospital, the policies, every day I would check, kept changing. And it was just getting in my head that I would probably have to deliver this baby alone. So that caused me, of course, to be very scared, because my last one, if it wasn't for my mom and Mike being there to advocate for me, when I kept telling them I'm gonna faint, I'm losing blood, something's not right, who knows what would have happened. I already needed 2 blood transfusions, an iron infusion after delivery, because they finally started listening to me once I fainted 2 times. But without that person, I just couldn't imagine. And unfortunately, in New York City, there already have been, the mothers who were in New York Presbyterian Hospital that had to deliver their babies alone. And I honestly, you're superwoman, you're a superhero, and props to all of you that have had to do this because of this pandemic. It's just already a scary, stressful time being pregnant. Just in this world, you don't know, am I gonna have a healthy baby? Am I gonna come out healthy? Is everything gonna be okay? And then you have to add this stress on top of it all. It just makes it really scared. I'm nervous. Some people are just they're not taking it seriously. They're still going out. They're not social distancing. And it's please think of others. You may be healthy, but if you have elderly people, if you have people with compromised immune systems, if you have someone that's pregnant around you, don't go to their house, don't visit them. Like, it's truly just scary as it is, just wondering if when Mike goes to the grocery store to get a couple of things that we need, is he gonna come back and then I'm gonna have it? So one thing, 100%, there's still a possibility that I can give birth alone, but it would be under extreme circumstances, because my doctor, he talks to the chair of the hospital staff and he's very informed and up to date on everything. They changed the policy. They implemented where they were not allowing birth partners, and then they retracted that rule just a few hours later, because thankfully my doctor and other doctors were advocating for us and said that's just something that's inhumane. You can't expect a mother, that's going to affect her mental health, physical health. I was already crying to Mike, telling him, like, I really thought it was a strong possibility that I was going to go through postpartum depression this time. And that's not something to take lightly. That's not something that you just say because you're feeling a little sad one day. I was in a really, really bad place this week. And for any of you, I know some of you are pregnant that follow me. So I want you to know that you're not alone in this. Our fears are real. What's going on in the world, this illness and how fast it's spreading, is a real thing, and it's really scary. So anyone, I don't want you to feel alone. I know I felt alone in some of these moments, and Mike, although he's the father, he just won't ever get it. I feel like only another mother, pregnant woman would understand, if they've been through like labor already and saw how hard it is, even first time moms. My heart goes out to you. If you need to DM me on Instagram, feel free. I literally respond to everyone. I'm never too busy to get back to you guys. So if you just need someone to vent to talk to kind of, if you need someone just to calm you down and give some reassurance, please message me. Our mental health is so important at this time, because we need to protect our babies. All of our anxiety and stress really affects the baby. So I know it wasn't a good place for me to be in this week, and I don't want anyone else to experience that. But going back to what I was saying, the only way where I could still possibly give birth alone would be is if I test positive for the virus. So as soon as I get into the hospital, they're going to check me, check for fever, and if I show any symptoms, then at that point they would send Mike home and I would have to deliver the baby alone. So as far as heightened anxiety and stuff, it's still there, but it's lessened a bit, just like I said, from talking to my doctor and him telling me that as long as I'm keeping self-isolated, which I am, and if everyone around me respects that at this time I can't have visitors and I can't be in contact with anyone, they say like the 6 to 10 feet social distancing would be safe for someone that doesn't have a compromised immune system, but for someone like me or elderly, that we really have to take an extra precaution and go the next level. So I'm just gonna talk to Mike and tell him, like, please respect that. Let's live by that, because I'm sure no dad wants to not see the birth of their own child. I wouldn't want to just be in a hospital bed with my doctor that I've only met a few times in these visits, because he isn't the same doctor that delivered Mila. Because of that bad experience, I chose someone new, and this doctor I 100% trust. I truly feel safe that this delivery is going to be different, and that he's really going to make sure that everything, I come out healthy. His hope is not to have any blood transfusions and things like that. But that's just a little update for you guys on everything that's been going on. I'm sorry if I've been talking a lot. I wanted to keep this as short as possible just to give a quick update for you guys. But I also want you to know, like, this is real life. This is the reality of being pregnant and giving birth during a pandemic. And I know there are a lot of you out there going through the same thing. I always want to be here to make people feel like they're not alone in these things that they're going through. And even chatting with you guys in the comments, like I said, sending me a DM, it also helps me as well to be able to know that there's someone else out there going through this. And we just have to be there for each other at this time. We have to think smart. We have to be safe. Please think of others. I cannot stress that enough. And not only being pregnant, but because this is my second time pregnancy, I have a 3-year-old. So you know how much scared I am also if this virus happens, my husband happens to get it, or he gives it to me. And then, of course, because we're in the same household, Mila would get it. And they're saying that once this child were to have it, they have to stay in the hospital alone. Those are the rules, because unfortunately where we live, we're so close to New York City, and it is so bad right now in the city. How could I just leave my sick child by herself in a hospital bed fighting a virus and me not being able to be there? Mila gets literally a paper cut and she's crying for her mommy, and I have to be there to protect her, to keep her safe. So I'm worried for this baby. I'm worried for my 3-year-old, who still, that's my baby too. That just everything happens safely. Same thing after the baby's born. That's really scary, because this is still going to be going on, and it's sad. Like, grandparents, if they've been in contact and been out, they can't come see the baby. Like my dad, he works for Amazon, and he already told me, like, for the safety of you, of course I want to meet my grandchild, but I'm going to stay away for at least a month just to be sure that everything is okay, because it is not worth the risk. So grandparents aren't seeing their grandchildren be born. They're not seeing them as newborns. Siblings aren't allowed in the hospital. It's just a lot to handle. But we're gonna get through this, and if anything major happens to change, I will update you guys on here as well. But any type of like smaller type of changes, just how I'm feeling, how I'm progressing, if the baby's on the way, I will be updating you guys more on Instagram. For today, I just want to end it positively, and hopefully the rest of the day feel good that I am already dilating, I am a face, this baby should come healthy and good. I don't need to be induced, all of that good stuff. Just trying to remind myself of all the positives. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I think that's all I had to update you guys on. So just a little impromptu video, just kind of like a chit chat to update you, and I will talk to you guys in my next one.